Hey, soul loves, it's Kimberly with Celestial Juju. And, has this whole month, are we not just been one April Fool's Day after another? I think this is one of I know in astrology, it seems like we're always saying another intense week, another remarkable, you know, energetic celestial events. Well, it happens to be true. I have never in my life seen so much stuff happening in 1 month, and we just keep going. So, if you haven't been to my channel before, I'm Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for these energy analysis, and I do energy transmissions. I'll go into what the week is for the collective, what the big ass transits are, and which is the Scorpio full moon, and Mercury is coming out of retrograde. So that's the big ass transits for the week. And that is for the collective, what it is for you, what it is in your sign, the theme for you. And I'll do a transmission at the end. And that's when I connect to the celestial frequencies and use my vessel as a sacred acupuncture needle, bring in the energies and transmit those out. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So this week, April the 22nd, this is our in-depth report. The week is set to bring some significant celestial movements, which could affect us all, which will affect us all. It's not a could about it. It will, whether you are conscious or not. Okay. The potent and intense full moon in Scorpio and Mercury preparing to go direct. So, this is what we've got to unpack. So, I'll be walking you through these developments and how they might impact your sign. Okay. So, the climate of the week, the standout event is the full moon in Scorpio. And I'm going to do another whole thing just on the Scorpio moon and how to utilize that energy. So watch for that too. It's notorious for its intensity and its potential for deep transformation. This lunar event urges us to let go of what no longer serves us, whether it's outdated emotions, emotional attachments, or physical clutter. It's a time of empowerment, for closure, for revelations, particularly in areas related to Scorpio themes like shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Um, Scorpio's house is the eighth house. And so that's the house of all of those taboo things, too, all of the hidden things in that way. Okay. Mercury, which has been retrograde since April the 1st, is set to go direct on the 25th, bringing up potential clarity and forward motion in communication and travel. However, with Mercury still close to the North Node, listening to your intuition remains crucial. Relationships and self confidence may also be themes this week as Venus aligns closely with Cryon, offering a chance to heal through open and honest discussions. This week's full moon occurs opposite the sun in Taurus, highlighting a tension between our needs for security and our deeper, sometimes hidden desires. This aspect can stir up conflicts, but also pave the way for significant personal growth and understanding. With Pluto now back in Aquarius and forming a challenging aspect to the sun, societal and personal shifts are heavily emphasized. Pluto's influence demands transformation, urging us to consider how we handle power, control, and change in our lives. Despite the challenges, the alignment of Jupiter Uranus continues to promise a backdrop of potential and excitement, urging us to embrace the change, the innovation, and particularly how we manage our resources and our personal values. This fixed energy of Taurus is where the activity is centered, may resist sudden shifts, but planetary push is towards embracing flexibility, finding new ways to enrich our lives. As the week progresses and Mercury stations direct, communications will gradually begin to clear up, though we may not feel entirely out of the woods until Mercury exits its post retrograde shadow on the 13th of May. This is an excellent period for tying up loose ends and moving towards projects forward that may have been stalled during this time. They may have been reviewed during this time period. Okay. So, this is this week's forecast. I'm going to go through each day and what's going on with the moon and the transits for each day. Okay? Monday, the week of the 22nd, there's a passionate full moon coming in. Scorpio shedding light on many issues, prompting either closure or breakthroughs. Additionally, Mercury, which has been retrograde since the first, will be returning direct on the 25th. So the week kicks off with the moon in Libra, setting the tone for harmony, peace, and sociability. However, late afternoon around 4 to 5 Pacific time, the moon opposes Venus, creating a brief period where pleasure and enjoyment may feel at cross purposes, possibly leading to unmet emotional needs. Although this lasts for only about an hour this time, it's a little void. It's a reminder that these feelings will pass. By 4:25 p.m. Pacific time, the moon in Libra goes into void course, continuing until 8:21 a.m. on Tuesday. During this period, the moon shifts from Libra to Scorpio. It makes no other significant planetary aspects. The moon itself doesn't. No significant big things besides just the switchover and leading into a flat, unproductive energy. This combination with Mercury still being in retrograde suggests not a good time to start new projects. Instead, stick around to routines, engage in reflection, and rest is advised. On Tuesday, the moon enters Scorpio at 8:21 a.m. Pacific time, bringing a shift from Libra's sociability to Scorpio's privacy, intensity. This day also marks the full moon. It's like it's full on that day, intensifying the emotions and possibly resulting in testing relationships. The full moon's illuminating effect could make this a powerful time for revelations, especially as it forms a challenging angle with Pluto in Aquarius, enhancing transformative Scorpio energy. Utilizing this energy positively might involve recognizing what's not working and perhaps letting go of certain relationships or undertaking a thorough cleaning of physical and mental clutter. It's also an ideal time for deep introspection, perfect for astrology reading, for a counseling session, past life reviews, shamanic journeys, all of that type of energy. Wednesday, Wednesday continues with the moon in Scorpio, enhancing more into perspective and intense vibe. Late afternoon, the moon aligns harmoniously with Saturn, offering solid, grounded energy that's excellent for wrapping up projects, especially important as Mercury prepares to go direct. Mercury becomes stationary on Wednesday, intensifying its energy. This stationary phase means Mercury isn't visibly moving backwards or forward, hei- uh, heightening its influence and decisions and thoughts during this time call for careful consideration, leaning inwards focused activities in research, and to contemplate on the next step, the next project. Thursday sees Mercury finally going direct in Aries, and it will stay there until May 15th before moving into Taurus. As Mercury begins slowly moving forward, it's time for gradually picking up projects that were on hold, but be caution is advised as it takes about 2 weeks for the post retrograde period of Mercury to regain its full speed. The moon's journey continues into Scorpio, opposing expansive Jupiter early Thursday morning, which may stimulate travel or educational pursuits, aligning well with Mercury's direct turn, which encourages forward momentum in knowledge and communication. As the week as the week progresses, the moon shifts into Sagittarius on Friday evening, transitioning from Scorpio's depth into Sagittarius open energy and adventure, setting a more optimistic and adventurous tone for the weekend. And this shift is a breath of fresh air after the intense start of the week, the intense month. It's encouraging more outgoing and explore it, to go be the adventurer, to explore and to reach out and see what's out there in this world. So, so overall, this week is a pivotal one with potential for significant and emotional practical breakthroughs thanks to the part of the full moon in Scorpio and Mercury's resuming its direct motion. As always, such intense energies maintaining awareness and mindfulness will help making the most of opportunities for growth and transformation as the week offers. So the summary of the week calls for balance between holding on to what gives us security and letting go of what prevents us from evolving, whether it's through personal relationships, financial decisions, or inner growth. The stars are aligning to guide us towards change and renewal within our consciousness, within our being, within our daily life. Okay, so we're going to go into all signs. So, right before we go into all signs, this is where I do my public service announcement for my channel. So, like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. Go back and check out the ones I've already did. I did several on this big conjunct of the Uranus, Jupiter in Taurus energy. There's like 3 of those, and the last one has affirmation. So check that out. So I'm on all the time doing weekly and big ass transits and full moons and new moons, and we'll have the whole thing dedicated to the Scorpio new moon since it's such a intense one for us. Okay, so here we go into all signs. I am Kimberly Crow, and I am acting as a astrologer right now, a Western astrologer that's using whole sign system for this energy analysis. So listen up to your big 3: your rising, your sun, and your moon. Your rising sign is what your soul came to arise to be. It's all about you, your inner world. Got to know your birth time to know what that one is. Your sun is your birthday. It is the light that you shine out into the world and what is reflected back to you. It could represent your career in your chart and male authority figures, and it could be your father. Your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you nurture yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, your body, especially, and how you want to be nurtured by others and how you nurture others. And it could be your mother in your chart. So here we go with all signs. Aries, this week starts with a potent full moon on Tuesday. But even as the week's onset, Mars, your ruler, is in a dynamic link with Jupiter. This collaboration boosts your self belief and drive. Despite Saturn's presence in your 12th house, causing occasional vague concerns or low vitality, this week, your instincts and past experiences and knowledge can be applied freshly, especially regarding your resources. Mercury remains in retro till Thursday, but it's closely aligned with the North Node, emphasizing the importance of following your instincts. Venus's proximity to Chiron suggests that thorny personal issues might resolve through wise counsel, either given or received. However, the ongoing clashes between Sun and Pluto, they were opposition to each other or square. Um, which began last week over the weekend, could highlight power and struggles within friendships or challenge you to assert your value more clearly, especially during the intense Scorpio full moon. This period might reveal some hidden tensions to money and emotional investments. That full moon highlights your eighth house of shared resources, passive income, and intimacy. This period marks a significant phase for addressing blocks to your earning potential, eliminating debt, or cutting financial ties that no longer serve you. It's time to embrace endings and new beginnings, potentially bringing unexpected gains. This period also enhances your intimacy, offering chances for electrifying romance to your connections. So be sure to enjoy yourself responsibly during this time period, this transformation time. And Mercury will be going retrograde will go direct on the 25th, re energizing your personal projects and helping you reconnect to your individual pursuits that have been sidelined during this time period. Taurus, Jupiter and Uranus been all up in your house, in your business, still closely connected in your sign. They promise to bring innovative and powerful shifts, especially triggered by Mars. Your natural inclination for stability is challenged to adapt and to embrace change. The sun's arrival in your sign revitalizes your spirit, yet it clashes with Pluto at your chart's pivotal points to significant shifts in your professional life and your public identity. This full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday could intensify emotional exchanges, particularly concerning shared resources or deep personal connections. As Mercury goes direct on Thursday, communication barriers begin to lift, helping you to clarify your goals and align to your actions with your true desires. Be prepared to deal with challenges from others who might find your new dynamic approach unsettling for them. The full moon on the 23rd illuminates your seventh house of partnerships and close relationships. This event may signal significant changes or endings in these areas. potentially altering the direction or status of key relationships. Whether it's transformations involved within personal or professional connections, they're geared towards letting go of what is outdated to make a way for new developments. On the 25th, Mercury goes direct in Aries, and your focus shifts to resolving the past issues and out updating outdated elements in your life, particularly those that hold you back from your current objectives. Gemini, as Mercury, your ruler, prepares to go direct later in the week, you'll find more clarity in how you connect with your network and broader social circles. Despite Mercury's retrograde motion, this area of your life has been quite dynamic. The sun shift into your 12th house invites introspection, while the robust conjunct of Jupiter and Uranus in your 11th house stirs ambition and bigger dreams. Mars in your 10th house empowers you to overcome limitations, notably those imposed by Saturn's stern hand over the past year. This class The clash between the Sun and Pluto at the week's start may expose tender spots, particularly those related to personal energy and health. The full moon in Scorpio prompts a focus on holistic health and could reveal essential changes needed to maintain your well being. As the week closes and Mercury resumes direct motion, your energy and motivation should begin to stabilize, enhancing your ability to strategize effectively about future goals. The full moon on the 23rd impacts your sixth house of work, routine, and service. It's a period that brings accumulations or significant changes to your professional environment or daily routines. If the aspect of your work life or daily habits have felt redundant, this full moon offers a chance to innovate or move from stagnated situations, and it's time to enhance your reputation and perhaps change how you contribute to your community. On the 25th, Mercury's turning direct in Aries prompts a reconnection with friends and allies, speeding up community related projects or goals that were previously on hold. Gemini. Cancer, last week's conjunct between Jupiter and Uranus in your 11th house highlighted your connections, your friendships, your aspirations. While this is typically positive influence, be mindful of potential conflicts indicated by Pluto's square to the sun. This suggests challenges if your personal desires clash with those close to you or financial constraints hinder your plans. The full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday shines light on your creative talents and your personal opportunities, which may feel constrained by demands of others. Politics and close relationships with their business, family, or romantic could surface, especially if there's a clash in values or financial goals. Despite these challenges, Mars in your ninth houses encourages you to embrace adventurous changes, suggesting that radical approaches and exciting connections will increasingly appeal to you. This week, your instincts about money and relationships, especially highlighted by Venus's um, being close to Chiron, will play a crucial role. Mercury's alignment with Venus towards the week's end can facilitate important conversations or negotiations, potentially unlocking financial or emotional support. The full moon on the 23rd shines in your fifth house of romance, creativity, and children. Market a period of significant transitions in these areas. This could mean evolving romantic relationships, advancing creative projects, or experiencing shifts in your interactions with children. It's time to leave behind old patterns and embrace new ways of expressing love and creativity. Additionally, on the 25th, Mercury's direct turn in Aries focuses on your career and your public standing, accelerating progress in professional endeavors and enhancing your visibility in your field. Leo, the sun's recent move into the most prominent part of your chart emphasizes leadership and public engagement. Last week's Jupiter Uranus conjunct suggests fresh direction in showcasing your talents, which could unfold over the next 14 years. However, the Sun square to Pluto at the start of the week may trigger resistance from someone close who prefers maintaining a status quo. The full moon on Tuesday could intensify these themes, highlighting potential conflict between your professional ambitions and your personal responsibility. Despite the potential challenges, Mercury going direct on Thursday will help clarify communications and advance your plans. The conjunct of Venus and Chiron suggests using your charm and interpersonal skills to navigate any tensions, leveraging your natural leaderships to guide and support you. That full moon on the 23rd will illuminate your fourth house of family, home, and roots. This period is significant for making transformation within your living situation, whether it's moving, buying, or selling or renovating. It's also a prime time for decluttering, addressing family dynamics, that may be affecting you negatively. Be mindful as emotions may run high during this time. Not everyone may handle the sensitivities well. On April the 25th, Mercury turns direct in Aries, impacting your ninth house of expansion, travel, and higher learning. This shift will focus on correcting any confusion and enhancing the flow of projects related to travel, legal matters, or education. Virgo, big news for you this week. Got Mercury, your ruler. It goes direct Thursday, which should help resolve any recent misunderstandings or delays, especially those related to finances or new business ventures. The sun's move into Taurus energizes your pursuit of change, supported by last week's powerful conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus, which encourages embracing new experiences. And however, the sun's ongoing conflict with Pluto suggests that work obligations or desire may help others may conflict with your personal growth or educational goals. That full moon in Scorpio urges you to express any concerns or hidden information, especially regarding your work life balance. This week, listen to your instincts. Consider if your current responsibilities align within your personal fulfillment. Mars in your opposition sign energized by this placement in Pisces, boost your confidence and asserting your needs in relationships. The full moon on the 23rd activates your third house of communication, highlighting contracts and commitments. You might find an opportunity to end or renegotiate agreements that have been restrictive. This period is about freeing yourself up from binding that hinder your progress. Mercury will turn direct in Aries on the 25th, influencing your eighth house of shared resources and investments. This period will streamline and simplify complex financial dealings or shared resources, improving clarity toward movement in these areas. Libra, with this week with the moon close to the south node in your sign emphasizes a change of expressing your individually while being mindful of others' needs. The ongoing square between Pluto and the sun underscores this, as the influence of the full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday activates issues related to being recognized and respected for your efforts. Despite the transformational potential of last week's Jupiter Uranus conjunct, you may feel your contributions are still overlooked. However, Mars offers support, enhancing your vitality and your endurance, particularly important as Saturn has been stressing your obligations and your health. This week encourages a blending of detailed planning with your natural communication, your your flair. I was thinking about that, how Southerners say flower. Your flair to transform challenges into opportunities. Even if rewards are not immediate, Venus's alignment with Chiron at the start of the week promises reassurance, urging you to persevere. Mercury's direct turn on Thursday should facilitate progress, reinforcing importance of staying committed despite past hardships. That full moon in Scorpio affects your second house of income, values, prompting transitions that may lead to a shift in how you earn or what you value in your career. This may be a period of significant changes in your employment or a realization of a need for shift in your professional life. When Mercury goes out of retrograde direct on the 25th in your seventh house of partnerships, this change will smooth out communications and negotiations in close relationships, whether they're personal or professional, helping to clear up misunderstandings and refine joint goals. Okay. Scorpio. This week's full moon is in your sign. It calls for expressing deep personal feelings, potentially about sensitive family matters. As the week begins, the secluded placement of the moon in your 12th house points to internal deliberations. The high energy link between Mars and Jupiter supports pursuing competitive or creative activities. However, the sun's clash with Pluto, continuing from last week, may bring up relationship dynamics, particularly family ones, okay, to the forefront, challenging your personal expression. The intense T square involving the sun, the moon, and Pluto suggests that revealing personal truths could be crucial over the next 2 weeks. Venus is conjunct with Chiron provides comfort, encouraging trust in your instincts, while Mercury nearing its end of its retrograde aligns closely with the North Node, hinting that practical obligations may need reassessment. Mercury's going direct on Thursday promises clear communications and potentially easing recent tensions, supporting a more balanced perspective on personal and professional relationships. When that full moon, your full moon on the 23rd occurs, it's going to be bringing a powerful time for personal transformation. This is your annual opportunity for significant personal reset, allowing you to let go of emotional baggage and start fresh. Expect the endings and the closure of chapters that no longer serve your best interests. On the 25th, Mercury turns direct in your sixth house of work and health, streamlining your daily routines and work projects. This could enhance your productivity and overall well being, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this week, the sun's movement into Taurus emphasizes practicalities and economic refinements for you. Despite the potential disruptions that's brought on by Uranus since 2019 and Jupiter's recent entry, and the sun's presence offers a chance to solidify your efforts. However, the ongoing square between the sun and Pluto might stir up some challenges related to communications or technology in high stress environments. Tuesday's full moon in Scorpio highlights physiological, psychological aspects of your situation, urging you to address any underlying anxieties or parts of your nature that you typically avoid. The supportive link between Mars and Jupiter, along with Uranus, suggests a dynamic drive to make changes at home. Mercury's direct later in the week, the 25th, should help resolve some professional or health related issues that might have been stagnated since the retrograde began. The potential complexities of the full moon might involve delicate workplace matters, but your innate enthusiasm and desire for growth can guide you through any challenges, emphasizing the need for a balanced approach to your well being. This full moon on the 23rd shines in your 12th house of the subconscious. That's spirit guides, Akashic records, all of those things, making it a period for significant internal shifts. You may experience endings or resolutions in areas of your life that have been hidden or suppressed. This could also be a transformative time for letting go of past patterns that have been holding you back. Mercury turning direct on the 25th impacts your fifth house of creativity, romance, accelerating progress in personal projects, relationships, and potentially leading to more enjoyable, fulfilling engagement, Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, this week your popularity could soar. You may need to manage your time efficiently and effectively. The energy is dynamic, especially with Mars in Pisces, boosting the influence of Jupiter and Uranus, which recently aligned in this significant conjunct. Despite the recent emotional turbulence, links like Mercury with the North Node and Venus with Cryon could help smooth things over for you. However, Tuesday's full moon in Scorpio might reveal some hidden elements, prompting you to manifest your passion and talent. Be cautious as the moon is in your 11th house. It could reveal jealousy within your social circle, especially with Neptune stirring up some issues related to personal values and interactions. Your friendships and how they align with your personal goals might be tested, especially if you're someone who resists exciting changes in the unfoldings of your life. Remember, Mercury going direct later in the week will clarify any lingering confusion and help stabilize your emotions, making a dynamic, challenging week for you. The full moon highlights your 11th house of friendship, community, and support systems. That is your social network, and it's also hidden enemies. This period is crucial for social pruning, whether you may feel compelled to cut some ties with some certain associates or whether they're friends or groups that you've been involved with. This might arise from events or realizations that push you to evolve beyond these connections, potentially leading to either harsh or gentle breaks. But these are usually not unexpected. You know, it's been wild hair up your, you know what. Okay, so these on the 25th, Mercury turns direct in Aries, impacting your fourth house of home, family, and roots. This shift focuses on resolving any disarray or reevaluating plans related to family goals and living situations that have been pending due to internal situations and external circumstances. Aquarius, this week highlights the full moon in Scorpio, emphasizing deep, potentially transformative personal and professional issues. With the moon starting out in Libra at the beginning of the week, your focus is on effective communication. The sun's recent move into your fourth house alongside Uranus and Jupiter suggests changes at home that are afoot, potentially unsettling yet offering new insights. Mars supports these changes, energizing home improvement projects. However, the full moon on Tuesday brings light challenges, particularly around family and career ambitions. With Pluto intensifying feelings and urging you to assert your needs, Mercury's direction change on Thursday could ease communication barriers, but the balance between home and security and professional responsibilities may require careful navigation. This week, finding your voice to express the concerns is crucial, even if it disrupts peace temporarily. That full moon on the 23rd occurs in your 10th house of career and public standing, indicating a period of significant changes and opportunities for advancement, which may involve shifts in your professional environment or a chance to transition into a more lucrative role in your career path. It's a prime time for promotions or to gain recognition from influence figures. As Mercury turns direct on the 25th, your third house of communication, it brings clarity and progress to contracts and negotiations, enhancing your interactions with allies and potentially bringing beneficial connections to the forefront. Pisces, the week starts with Mars in your sign, energizing personal initiatives and boosting your vitality, which may have waned during Saturn's and Neptune's challenging aspects. The alignment of Mars with Jupiter and Uranus suggests a lively start to the week, encouraging innovative thinking and quick actions. However, the full moon in Scorpio activates your ninth house, bringing attention to higher learning, travel, or philosophical pursuits, which may conflict with more immediate concerns of the third house. Pluto's placement in the 12th house adds a layer of psychological depth, encouraging you to consider the motives behind your actions and those of others. Be mindful of confidential discussions that's shared this week. It could have significant implications. The week promises dynamic interactions, but also requires carefully handling of sensitive information. That full moon on the 23rd affects your ninth house associated with expansion, travel, higher learning. This period could liberate you from restrictions that have hindered your ability to pursue broader goals, whether they're education or legal or involves long distance travel, as an excellent time for promoting visibility and support for projects needing to be recognized. Mercury turning direct on the 25th in your second house of income and values emphasizes financial clarity, progression, and this phase helps streamline income resources and clarifying values, aiding to financial and employment transitions. that align better with your long-term goals. Okay, people. Now we're at the place to do our energy transmission. I feel like I need to shake all of that out. So shake it all out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. It's like shake all of the energies off. We've been through a lot this month. A lot of energies, a lot of ups and downs, and what's happening in our psyche. Whether you realize it on a physical level or not, it is happening. And these changes are coming to be. Okay, so breathe in. What are we going to do today? They're telling me let's disconnect. When I say they, I work with a group. It's a group consciousness that calls itself the greater aspect. And it's the greater aspect of all that there is. Okay, so they're saying disconnect from the mind matrix. So we're going to do that first. So from your third eye, you sent out cords to all the wouldas and couldas and shouldas in the world because you thought they had your answers when your answers have always been within. So we're going to disconnect from that. We're going to disconnect from the collective mind matrix, from your family mind matrix, from your own damn mind matrix that you created yourself from your personality of all the wouldas and couldas and shouldas and traumas in this lifetime. So we're going to disconnect from all of that. Just unplug, 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 unplug. And bring your energy back into your third eye. This is your own awareness. Oh, no wonder it's because of the Scorpio intensity of the energy that's coming up to be aligned with that so we can bring in your own knowings. So breathe in that energy, disconnect, bring all your psychic awareness. You're not going to go crazy. It's okay. Into this being, into this DNA skin suit. So breathe in and take that energy in. Release anything that no longer serves you. And we're going to breathe all of our awareness in again. And release what no longer serves you. And now we're going to drop our awareness, our consciousness down through our central column into Gaia, into the keyhole. Your place on earth. What you came here for. It's your earth records. It's your walk. It's what you're here for. It's the light that you are. And Gaia sees you. She connects with you. She celebrated the day that you came. Feel that love, that celebration. Those big hugs from Mama Earth herself. And how much she loves and supports humanity. No matter what we do to each other, she still loves us. She loves us unconditionally. So feel that energy of that, what it's like to be loved unconditionally. So breathe that energy in and bring it up to every cell of your body and activate unconditional love and be the light bearer of that to yourself first. You can't unconditionally love others if you don't unconditionally love yourself because the judgment will come through. Breathe that energy in. Nasotore nahi kore shatara nakatiro sotokorietara. Wow. I'm hearing you're not alone, even though this feels like the loneliest state, the loneliest place. So breathe in that energy and the connection to all that there is. Ooh, you're part of what that is, in the whole, in the all. So anchor that in to your earth path. We're going to activate earth path, soul path, God consciousness, one unified working unit, who we be and what our next step is. We step forward with this communication and this illumination. Thank you. Thank you for embodying. Thank you for choosing a DNA skin suit and coming here at this time we call now. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Like, share, do all of those things that make my numbers do whatever it is that they do in this world that I have no control of at all. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And thank you for all your support. Thank you for those that have connected. And may we all be blessed with the life that we are. Remember, remember, go dance your freaky dance and be your freaky self because you're the only one that can be that. That's for sure. Be blessed.